Going to do a full assessment of the face and the muscles all the way down into the neck. So first we start by squeezing the eyebrows together. So go ahead and squeeze together really, really strong. I like to mark right where the corrugator muscles end. And then you can relax, and from there we're gonna draw a line diagonal up her forehead, because if we go straight up it'll look really odd. And go ahead and raise up really high. Okay, so we see that she's got these little side rhytides right here, so go ahead and relax for me. When I see that someone has some lines right here, I'm going to look and see how much laxity they have in their eyelid. If you cannot see their top lid, you're going to have to be super careful through here. And what I like to do is put one finger and only inject very lightly, 0.5 and 0.5 above my finger, so that they have a little bit of lift. What I don't want is to have completely smooth through here and then a bunch of lines, what I call kind of quotation marks, above either eyebrow. So, but because she really doesn't have much laxity, that's going to give us a little more flexibility. We're still going to do in 0.5 droplets. So we're going to go 0.5, 0.5 and 0.5, kind of following the arch of her brow. Go ahead and raise that for me really high again. You can see she has a few fine lines up here, so we're going to go almost up to the hairline here, 1 unit and 1 unit. So that's going to be the perfect side. The big thing with injecting is you never want to be smooth and then boom, all of a sudden start lines. Now that does give people more lift, but it looks very, very unnatural. So you can go light in the 0.5s and the 1, but it needs to be soft so it doesn't draw attention right to all these lines. Go ahead and relax for me. We're going to do our standard treatment here right in the glabellar. I like to do 4 units with each mark. That's going to make sure that we go all the way out to the end. If you don't treat the end of the corrugator muscle, you'll get some contraction of that muscle when this is completely smooth, and it will look a little bit odd. You can get these kind of little tiny baby contractions, and it looks a little odd and can drive people crazy. So, and you see she has these tiny little fine lines here, so we're just going to do a 1 and a 1, very soft. Now the middle is super easy. We're going to go from the top of where she's getting a line, and we're just going to go up and down, making sure that we cover this whole area. Very simple, just like that. We know that we're going to get a little bit of spread from each injection, and we want a little bit of area of muscle strength to get a little bit of the lift. So you have a little bit of spread from this injection, a little bit of spread from that injection, and just a tiny area where the muscle will give her a little bit of that lift for the eyebrow. And then go ahead and relax, and then smile for me really big. I like to start right where the first line is and come all the way up. The trick with injecting the lateral canthal lines, also known as the crow's feet, is that you stay really superficial, and we'll show you in the injections how we do that, just to prevent the bruising. So then as we're moving to the off-label areas in the lower face, you can do the lip flip. If you are going to do lip flip, do you want the lip flip?
Do you mean like?
Yep. Okay, great. I always start off pretty light. At the most, you can see how her lips turn down here. So we're going to go real low, 2 units, 1, 1, and 2. Very rarely do I go more than that, because it can make their lips so stiff that then they talk abnormally and it makes their lips move funny. Next, we're going to move into our DAOs. You need to be really careful about the DLIs. DLI is right here. Both of these muscles pull down. If you get this neurotoxin into the DLI, they will have an uneven smile. I like to start with, go ahead, can you frown for me? Some people can. Okay, so we're going to do an injection right there, and you can really see where that DAO is pulling, and we're going to hit right where those little smile lines are. But definitely avoiding right through here. You do not, this is an area we do not want to hit. You'll see that she's pulling up with her chin perfectly, giving us 2 dimples. That's right, we're gonna put 2 units of tox, and that's just gonna relax her chin. Go ahead and relax for me. That's just gonna relax it down nicely like that. Okay, now the fun part. I love doing the platysmal bands. anything that I'm seeing in the neck at rest, I'm gonna hit. So already I see that I've got a beautiful band right here, and I'm just gonna go and pull it away from the skin. Now you don't wanna inject up on the mandible. That's where the DLI is gonna come down, and you get the risk of some of that muscle fanning down and hitting with the spread of tox. So you wanna be very careful in this area, but I will go right about here. A good way to measure is just to put your finger right there and don't go anywhere above, you know, in that finger area. So that's kind of your, you can even draw a little bit of a line, make sure you're not injecting above that. And I'm gonna grab that band and we're just gonna do injections of 2 all the way down through there. Now you'll notice that she only has 1 band showing, and that's common where people will have 1 band showing and not the other. Go ahead and go really hard. There we see that other one pop out. So now we're gonna get kind of all these bands, and sometimes I'll just mark them just like that, knowing that I'm gonna do anywhere from 8 to 12 units on each side. Not as strong on this side, it's kind of interesting, but we're gonna go here and I can still grab it. So I'll just do a little bit right here and kind of come up a little bit on the jawline here and a little bit up on the jawline. This, you can go ahead and relax. This is where we get the jowling. So when we weaken this band, it allows when she smiles to be a little bit stronger, so you get a little bit of a natural facelift. And a little extra thing you can do for your clients is to wrap the jawline with a little bit of tox on the side here. And what's nice about this is that it'll just tighten everything up around her jawline. So that is a full face treatment of neurotoxin. Beautiful.